spend a little time talking about maximizing asset performance. First, a little bit about me, just so you know, I've been with AssetWorks in the role of a senior product manager, specifically over EAM. We're going to cover a lot of things about enterprise asset management today in this, and just some of the wealth of experience we have working with different customers, learning things, best practices. So excited to share in a more general sense for us today what some of those things are. Hopefully we can learn a little bit together from there. And then also we're going to demo a few things at the end as well. So I will jump into it and go after what we're going to be talking about today. And we'll go from there. So breaking apart into several sections, how we want to go about it. We're going to talk a little bit about the importance and efficiencies in maintenance, optimizing work orders, leveraging technology, how that's ever changing in the world that we're in right now, reducing reactive maintenance through a proactive strategy, and then best practices for preventative and predictive maintenance. And then, like I mentioned before, Thomas prepared for us a little walkthrough of some of AssetWorks EAM and how that works with work orders itself. So let's hop into it. The benefits of proactive maintenance are multifaceted, right? Impacting various aspects of the business operations and our bottom line. Effective maintenance can drive profitability, efficiency, while neglecting it can lead to substantial losses. So let's start by talking about some of the most obvious impact, which I would refer to as direct financial impact, which is downtime. When equipment fails, it leads to lost production, which directly translates to revenue. Downtime can damage your reputation. It can lead to customer dissatisfaction. And these are real costs that hit your bottom line. Inefficient maintenance, or hidden costs in some ways, are processes that waste valuable resources like time and labor and materials. This not only increases our operational costs, but also reduces overall productivity. If we can, or by streamlining these processes, we can minimize waste and improve our efficiencies. A little bit about long-term savings, right? Proactive maintenance is an investment that pays off in the long run. By preventing failures or extending the lifespan of an asset, we can reduce the need for costly repairs and replacement. This translates to significant savings in capital expenditures. And from a risk mitigation side, right, safety and improvements, maintenance plays a critical role in ensuring safety and compliance. By proactively addressing safety issues and adhering to regulations, we can mitigate risks and avoid costly fines or legal issues. This also creates a safer, more productive work environment. So maximizing uptime is crucial for organizations. It ensures that facilities and equipment are operational, in enhancing services of delivery, and of course, user satisfaction, our constituents, those who are in our facilities and our parks and other places. And then understanding how to optimize uptime can lead to better resource management and overall cost savings. What are some ways that we can streamline the workflow for our work orders? So streamlining work order management is crucial to operational efficiency. That's a pretty general statement there, but implementing standardized templates and procedures ensures consistency, while a clear prioritization system allows for timely responses based on urgency. So standardization, prioritization, and providing detailed information within each work order minimizes ambiguity and facilitates efficient task completion. Having talked with several organizations, and this one seems to be a very crucial piece to their foundation of the work that they do, the standardization and prioritization of items that come into their facilities, come into their admins to be worked on. this is one that when I talk to them more than anything else, they're like, this is the game changer for us. If we get these things in place, then like I said, it gets rid of a lot of that ambiguity and helps them be more efficient. So by standardizing work templates and procedures for consistency and implementing a clear prioritization, it allows organizations to get to those urgent um, items promptly, right? It helps us weed through the noise, figure out what is the most important things that need to be done, and how can they be done efficiently for us. Providing detailed information within each work order ensures technicians have the necessary context and resources to complete the task effectively. More times than not, right? If sending someone out to do a task, get some work done, but not having the right information in their hands or being complete ends up costing in the long run to not have those, whether it be in delays, whether it be multiple trips to get the right parts and tools needed to accomplish the work at hand. Going hand in hand with this, of course, is what is say enabling mobile access, because having field centric or mobile access to the information allows those technicians and workers that are out to update and access information in real time to near real time about what they're working on to keep things, again, eliminate the ambiguity, the questions, be prepared to do that. And furthermore, it's going to foster a clear communication between the stakeholders involved, right? Whether it's minimizing the delays again, or and maximizing the work that can be done. And underlying all this, of course, is the cost tracking, right? Being able to accurately monitor the cost of the labor, the materials, the expenses, and providing valuable insights into budget management and processes, not only for what's happening now, but to help improve for the future. Streamlining work order management is crucial for operational efficiency. Implementing standardized templates and procedures ensures consistency, while clear prioritization systems allow for timely responses based on urgency. And in those we've covered 6 areas here in terms of workflow that are both I'm sharing based on experience and talking with customers we've talked to, and just seeing what are best practices in the field, whether it be from what we've implemented in AssetWorks EAM or what we see in our working with our customers to make their lives, their work more efficient. In terms of digital transformations of maintenance, EAM systems such as AssetWorks EAM provides a central hub, while mobile and responsive apps enable real-time access and communication. Data analytics and AI enhance decision making through predictive insights and automation, and hosted solutions improve accessibility and scalability. It's no longer just about fixing things when they break. It's about using data and technology to predict and prevent failures, improve inefficiencies, and ultimately maximize the uptime. You can see a theme going here. Let's talk specifically around some of these points. So for EAM systems, right, at the heart of a transformation is an EAM or CMMS system, computerized maintenance management system. In our world, of course, that's AssetWorks EAM. These platforms serve as centralized hub for managing all aspects of maintenance, from work orders to asset information to maintenance schedules. They provide a single source of truth, eliminating silos and improving collaboration. In talking with different departments, again, different organizations that we work with, this is one challenge I feel that being able to overcome through technology has really helped their organizations improve not only internal satisfaction, but external satisfaction with their constituents. Let's talk mobile access for a minute. So well, in today's fast-paced environment, real-time access uh, to information is crucial, right? Mobile apps are empower technicians to access work orders, asset information, and communication tools from anywhere they may be out in the field. This enables faster response times, improved communication, and more efficient task completion. Some of the things that we utilize in this regard are things like requesting and returning parts, PM checklists, requesting service requests, multi-asset work orders, posting labor usage tickets. These are things that can be done with mobile access to and then updated in near real time to the main software so that communication can be clear about what's going on. So, and coupled with that, data analytics, data right, is golden for our assets. By leveraging data analytics, we can identify trends, predict potential failures, and optimize maintenance schedules. This kind of a proactive approach helps us to prevent costly downtime and extend the lifespan of assets. Continuing on with a couple other points within here, hosted solutions. You'll often hear those referred to as hosted or cloud-based, and these offer increased accessibility, scalability, and collaboration. This allows us to access our maintenance data from anywhere using mobile apps or responsive design software, and easily scale our operations as needed and collaborate with teams across different locations. And to the most hot topic in the world right now, it seems, around AI and automation. There are aspects of this that can also be benefited from artificial intelligence, right? The future of maintenance is within the AI and automation for these areas. These technologies enable predictive maintenance, anomaly detection, and even automated work order generation. And this allows us to move from reactive to proactive in maintenance, minimizing again downtime and maximizing efficiency. By embracing digital transformations in maintenance, we can achieve significant improvements in efficiency, reduce costs, and again, maximizing the lifespan of our assets. This leads to a more reliable and sustainable operation. And just like we don't want to wait for, this one's talking about shifting from firefighting to prevention, right? And just like we wouldn't want to wait for a fire to start to install smoke detectors, we shouldn't wait for equipment to fail before addressing potential issues. Reactive maintenance or fixing things only when they break leads to emergency repairs, unplanned downtime, and significantly increased cost. It disrupts production, impacts customer satisfaction, and ultimately strains our budget. If you think about the last time a critical piece of equipment went down unexpectedly, how much did that downtime cost in lost production? What was the impact on your customers? Proactive maintenance, on the other hand, prioritizes prevention. It reduces downtime, extends the lifespan of your assets, and improves safety. Overall, this translates to increased efficiency, cost savings, and a more reliable operation. In fact, studies show that proactive maintenance can reduce maintenance costs by up to 30% and downtime by up to 50%. And so what are some key strategies around shifting to a proactive maintenance? First and foremost, don't just fix the symptom. Find the root cause. Investigate equipment failures to identify it and address underlying issues, preventing them from recurring. And then focusing on your most critical assets. Reliability, the reliability-centered maintenance helps you identify potential failures modes and develop targeted maintenance strategies to prevent them. Shifting to proactive maintenance requires, realistically, a pretty strategic approach. It's about making sure we're planning and investing in the right tools and technologies and fostering more of a culture of prevention. And a good place to start is by conducting a risk assessment to identify your most critical assets. Implement a condition monitoring program, train your staff on root cause analysis techniques. Um, these are examples of taking small steps that can lead to significant improvements. By moving from firefighting to prevention is an investment in the long-term health of your operation. It leads to increased efficiency again, reduced costs, and a more reliable and sustainable business. Scheduled maintenance for optimal performance. We all know that consistent performance is key to productivity and efficiency. That's where scheduled maintenance comes in. It's about being proactive, not reactive, to ensure equipment and systems run at their best. Think of regular inspections as routine checkups. Just like for example, just like we go to the doctor for preventive care, these inspections allow us to identify wear and tear early on, preventing small issues from becoming major problems. Scheduled replacements. Everything has a lifespan, and components are no different. By scheduling replacement based on their expected lifespan, we can avoid unexpected failures and keep operations running smoothly. Time-based maintenance, or predictability. We perform maintenance tasks at a predetermined intervals, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, or on an annual basis. This ensures consistency and helps us to stay ahead of potential issues. To ensure the consistency and accuracy, it's crucial to have the documented procedures for each preventative maintenance task. This also makes training new team members easier and ensures everyone is on the same page. And maintenance calendars. Finally, maintenance calendars are essential for scheduling tasks and tracking their completion. They provide a clear overview of maintenance records, schedules, and helps us stay organized. And by implementing a robust scheduled maintenance program, you can minimize downtime, extend the lifespan of your assets, and ultimately improve the overall performance and efficiency. Again, tying these all together, the last part of each one is going to sound pretty familiar. Well, let me see if I jumped the right one. Sorry about that. One we like to talk about in several areas of the business, whether it be new features we're doing, if it's ways that we're presenting products, or whatever, is talking about data-driven decisions. And this is no different for how we want to treat asset management. And to achieve the maximum uptime and optimize maintenance strategies, embracing a data-driven is essential. By leveraging data analysis tools, we can uncover patterns and predict potential failures before they occur. Robust alert systems ensure immediate notification when potential issues are detected, minimizing downtime. And seamless integration with your EAM tool, for example, AssetWorks EAM, or whatever the CMMS solution is, it will provide a more unified platform for managing and predicting maintenance needs and streamlining workflows and maximizing efficiencies. Our main goal is to maximize uptime, right? That's what we're after more than anything else. This means minimizing downtime and ensuring our assets run efficiently and reliably. And these areas that we just covered are ways to help us do that, right? We need to move beyond being reactive in our maintenance or even just preventative in our maintenance to embrace a data-driven approach. Before we jump into this demonstration, part of what we've talked about here is an outline to help you improve efficiencies that you can do. Of course, there are many other aspects that we could go into, but I wanted to touch on those that were most important in conversations I have with customers on a regular basis and put them together in a way that hopefully is helpful to um, refer back to and see. But also we wanted to take a moment to, because of the nature of what we do at AssetWorks, to demo for you a little bit of what and how we work with work order management portal and within our software, and how that can also benefit you in terms of these different demonstrations and different points that we talked about today. So I'll go ahead and let this run, and then we can go from there.
Work orders are viewed, managed, and planned all from the work management portal. This includes the creation and planning of scheduled maintenance. The entire life cycle of maintenance is defined for all of your assets. Every service and inspection is accounted for and the interval defined. Here you can see different park inspections and services which trigger annually, monthly, and weekly. Additional configuration options allow calendars to be applied to account for things like seasonal work. Soon-due ranges can also be configured to trigger notifications to users via text, email, or in-application messages that the service or inspection is due, and also provides lead time for scheduling staff and planning the required resources. Authorized users can project as far out as required and mass generate any scheduled maintenance services or inspections. Filters may also be created and saved to refine the list and reuse in the future. In this example, the list has been filtered to show playground inspections due in the next 30 days. I can select all work orders using the checkboxes, and since each inspection is at the same park, I can group them all onto one parent work order by selecting the multi-asset work order option. Note that in this example, every piece of playground equipment has this inspection as part of their life cycle of maintenance. Alternatively, you could also set up an inspection of playground equipment at the park level and include the individual pieces of equipment as checklist items within the inspection. Once created, the multi-asset work order can be viewed and the work assigned. Any work order can be assigned to a vendor, crew, or individual employees in any complexity to the entire work order or individual work order tasks. Assigned technicians will receive a push notification to their mobile device, alerting them that they have an assigned work order. In this example, the user was assigned a playground inspection. The checklist icon indicates there is an associated inspection checklist to be completed. Labor can be posted real-time or after the fact. Also, pending on permissions, a user may post or request parts using the fully integrated inventory management. Checklist items can be marked completed, not applicable, or failed. Note that failed checklist items can generate service requests, which automatically route to the appropriate group. This can also be combined with notifications for high priority issues. Test results can also be captured to update asset information and capture condition ratings. In this example, a test result is associated to a checklist item. The test result can be selected, and in this instance, the condition rating chosen. Test results may also be completed without a checklist and even without a work order if required. Notes can be added to the work order and are time, date, and user stamped. Equipment usage may also be posted to capture the predefined usage rates of any vehicles and equipment. Photos, videos, and any other files may be attached to the work order. Delays can be set with predefined delay codes which communicate back to supervisors why a work order is not completed. When all work is completed, the user selects the Finish button and the work order drops from their list of work orders and automatically goes to a supervisor to be reviewed and closed. Any incomplete items prevent the work order from being finished, and the user will be alerted within the work order. Supervisors can view work orders and their statuses from the work management portal. Work order filters can be created using any asset or work order criteria, which can be viewed and actioned in the map. These filters are also shown in a summary count and can be drilled down to see the detailed list of work orders. In this example, all finished work orders are shown in this filter. The count can be selected and a summary view shown of all related work orders. Selecting a work order provides all details, and a supervisor can view and edit the work order before closing. Work order functionality within AssetWorks EAM is far more extensive than the basics shown here. For a more detailed demonstration, please request a follow-up demo through the chat. Work orders are viewed, managed, and planned all from the work management.
All right. Appreciate Tom putting that together for us. As you can see in the things that we talked about today, that demonstration covers several of those aspects in the way that we use technology to empower organizations that we work with to better streamline their processes, to use technology to have mobile access as they're out in the field. And so with that, I'd love to turn time back over to Brad and for any question and answer part of the presentation.
Oh, that was great. Now going to open the floor up for some questions. Just one final reminder, if you have any questions at this time, please send them to host using the WebEx chat tool on your screen, provided that we have enough time, and pass your questions to Cameron. He'll be happy to answer them. It looks like we do have a couple questions, Cameron. How can businesses assure consistent maintenance?
I can grab that one, Cameron.
Sure, go for it, Tom.
Yeah, so when you're setting up your system, you're getting your assets in, you want to define the PM program by asset class, and that ensures that all like assets are going to get the same consistent life cycle of maintenance. Every service, every inspection, the intervals that they're due, when you want to be notified in advance so that you're getting out in front of these PMs and inspections. Making sure that each service and inspection has the appropriate checklists, procedures, any attachments that are required. So really it comes down to making sure that you're standardizing things. And the nice part about that is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like assets are going to get the same level of service. You create the checklist and all related procedure and attachments once, and it applies to all of them. And so really it's about getting it in, standardizing it, and then letting the system automate the rest of it.
I think we have another question. What big inefficiencies in maintenance processes can lead to wasted resources?
Yeah, I'll grab that one too, because these both kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do.
Really it's about reducing the redundant manual tasks, because if you think about it, these are all recurring services and inspections for the life cycle of maintenance. So keeping that in mind, you want to be able to automate process wherever you can. And so some of those things specifically within our system are, your ability to project as far into the future for upcoming maintenance and being able to mass generate it. The ability to preset and say, hey, we're going to create workflow that auto assigns work based on some predefined logic. So we remove that manual process. I mentioned notifications. Let the system monitor and let you know when you need to be alerted to something because of a high priority, because of lead time for gathering resources and planning your work. Included with that is consistency with parts that are used. So if every time you do a certain service or inspection, you're always using the same parts or materials, the system can also auto generate that request for those items. And because of those lead times where we're planning in advance and making sure we're being alerted ahead of time, you're also building in lead time to make sure you have those parts on hand when the service is due. And then a couple of the last things in the demo video, we talked about capturing condition as part of that PM service or inspection. That's going to actually drive to other functionality within the system, which we can do in another webinar to get a little bit more advanced. But you can set alerts so that if it crosses a predefined threshold that you lay out, it'll send out alerts and say, hey, this is below the condition that we require, and we need to take action. And then even further, to further automate some process, you can predefine recommended tasks. So now we're reducing our downtime and saying, hey, we have a standard operating procedure so that we require you capture condition when you do routine maintenance. If it drops below our required condition, we're going to get alerts. And also then when we go to take action, we're going to have laid out what is supposed to be done so that we're not wasting time internally figuring out what we need to do, who needs to do it. All that can be pre-configured to create some efficiency.
Well spoken, Tom. Yeah, and just to add to that, and you can see as the number of assets that you are working with and the different types grow, as they inevitably do, that having these automated rules in place, things that take strain off of the brain, right, in terms of having to remember, are we doing this, are we doing that, what's the threshold for this, having those already pre-configured and just bringing to us in terms of priority that we've preset the needs that need to happen in schedule is just a huge efficiency for any organization who's struggling with maintaining a large number of assets and doing it in the best possible way that they can.
Great. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Tom. That looks like all the questions I think we have for today. I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for attending, and thank you for the presentation. I hope you secured some valuable takeaways and keep in mind moving forward. Cameron and Tom, I'd also like to thank you again on behalf of AssetWorks for sharing your expertise with everyone's today. As you can see, Cameron and Tom's contact information is available here should you have any questions and follow up. I hope everyone has a great day, and we look forward to having you next time. Thank you.
All right, yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.